South Africa officially have two police ministers. Officially, we've got two police ministers. This is after Professor Cachalia was appointed or sworn in yesterday, not to replace but to interimly hold the fort while Mchunu is on special leave or leave of absence, whatever that means. But currently we've got two police ministers. As confusing that as is, the president says we'll be able to sort that one out and clear the confusion in 3 months' time, while after the commission has submitted its first report. But I'm making this video after watching Professor Cachalia have addressed or have answered questions posed to him by the media. There were several questions that he was asked. One of them, which was the clarity, the media wanted clarity. Is he an interim minister, acting minister? What is he? He then categorically cleared it that there's no such thing that provided for in the constitution that says he is an acting minister. He was sworn in, or he took an affirmation oath as a full minister, serving at the behest of the president, which is fair enough. As much as that creates a lot of confusion between why are we having two ministers, but that's exactly what it is. He is a minister. There were other questions, but most important ones were what is his plan around this policing department? Importantly or mainly regarding what police normally will have to deal with out there against heavily armed criminals, which some journalists even termed it a shoot to kill kind of a situation. How is he going to deal with that? I was worried with the answer, because he then says we as a country come from a space, which is true, where we've seen the likes of Andries Titane or Fixback dying during the service delivery protest. We've seen the Marikana miners dying during a protest. This is what Professor Cachalia says. And we know that. That's what happened. But where I don't get what he was trying to say is, why draw those the Marikana miners and the Andries Titane's case to the question that he was being asked? Because the question clearly what the journalists wanted to really find out, what must police do when confronted with heavily armed criminals? Because Andries Titane's case is a special, different case, and the failure of government is the one that led to that protest. As a result, led to Andries Titane losing his life. The failure of government is the one that led to the miners in Marikana protesting, and eventually 34 miners dying. That's a failure of government. Some senior official in that government at that particular time sent certain emails to certain people that concomitant action must be taken. As a result, 34 miners died. And Professor Cachalia is not addressing that. He's saying, as police, police must be mindful because this is where we come from. I wanted to highlight that. That's the part that I didn't understand what he's trying to say. Because I based on the fact that this guy is coming interimly to come to help the country during a very difficult time when General Mkhwanazi has said very, very deep secrets about the policing and the police department. This minister, my expectation was he is coming on to address these issues immediately. Comes out there strongly to say how we're going to address these issues, how we're going to support this, support the policing in terms of capacitating them, in terms of giving them more resources to investigate the issues that were raised by Mkhwanazi. That's what I thought he was coming to say, to really deal with the issues at hand currently. But I feel like he's a guy that is giving us a long-term plans and those, that and that, which currently, unfortunately, won't help us. There's an issue at hand. As a result, he is even here because their colleagues, the Mchunus, the Sibias, the people in the police department, are put on special lists because there's something wrong in the police department. There's definitely something wrong in the police department. That's why you are even appointed, Cachalia. You are appointed so that we can come deal with issues immediately and effectively, not to come give us some sort of history, where we want to go, where we're coming from. That doesn't matter. We know what is the problem. The problem is the politicians. All those issues that we refer to are politician issues. Were created by the politicians. What are you going to do now to deal with the issues, immediate issues that we are facing, especially that particular department of police that is facing? What is Professor Cachalia going to do? But Professor Cachalia, in that interview, he seems like the guy that thinks he is here for a long term. He's here to sort out and apply himself and all those kind of things. Which for me, I had thought and hoped he is going to come here and says, I am going to deal with, I have to work as fast as possible to make sure that the issues that were raised by Mkhwanazi and many other things that are coming out are addressed and are dealt with swiftly. That's what I thought he was going to do. I don't see that energy in him. It's just like any other politician. I don't see that energy in him. I had hoped he's going to come out there and act swiftly, decisively, and some sort of assertiveness will make us confident as a country. There was no assertiveness. There was no, for a lack of better word, confidence that I saw in his face. He would have been a better minister of social cohesion, social whatever, but not minister of police, in my view. I don't think this is the man that the country needs currently. We needed a very strong personality, in terms of wanting to deal with crime, assertive, and someone who's willing to put his neck on the line for the security of this country. I don't think this is the man. But hey, I might be wrong. If there's anything, let's just rather engage on my comment section and take it from there. But I don't feel like this guy is the guy that South Africa needs right now.